Now, oil actually had its biggest decline in nearly 3 years last week. So what a reversal we're seeing. What are these low oil prices telling us right now? Phil Flynn, senior market analyst at Price Futures Group and a Fox Biz contributor, is here. Phil, what do you make about this reversal in oil this morning? Is this tied to the upcoming OPEC meeting?
It is. And I'll tell you what, I mean, what I think Friday was Black and Blue Friday for oil prices. I mean, the last time we saw a sell-off like that on the Friday after Thanksgiving was when we had that OPEC meeting when they decided to flood the market with oil. This time it was concerned that OPEC couldn't cut production enough and that they're afraid of Donald Trump and afraid of a slowing economy. So a real mixture of factors that really caused that price to plunge, rebounding today on the hopes it was overdone.
There's a note actually this morning from J.P. Morgan that says that while Saudi Arabia, quote, is keen to placate Trump at the moment, the kingdom is preparing to lower output at that meeting, and they could pledge adherence to the 2016 production target. So that's a big switch. But they haven't been public about it yet, obviously.
Right. How do you cut production and not get Donald Trump to tweet about it? That's the big question.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think that what OPEC is going to try to do is they're going to try to say, all right, we're just going to keep production where it is, but they're already over-complying, and they're just going to cut back and not say anything so Donald Trump doesn't get the message. But Donald Trump is using the break in oil prices to put pressure on the Fed. He's saying, hey, you're worried about inflation. Oil prices just had their biggest plunge, or one of the biggest plunges in history. How can you talk about, raising rates in this environment? Well,
he may have a little bit of a surprise. Here's that tweet that you were referencing. I want to show our viewers. So great that oil prices are falling. Thank you, President T. Add that, which is like a big tax cut to our other good economic news. Inflation down. Are you listening, Fed? So that's the tweet. Really quick, though, let me ask you this. I mean, as far as the stock side of this, there's the 29 of the S&P 500 energy stocks were all down. They really got crushed last week. So as we're watching the stock market kind of bounce back today, do you kind of see on the stock side a boost for those energy companies as well? Because U.S. production companies, in particular the shale producers, are really having to hedge their bets for next year.
They really are. And I'll tell you what, I mean, it used to be very simple. Lower oil prices were good for the U.S. economy because we were dependent on importing oil. So usually it was taken as a positive. In this case, when you get a plunge like that, it hurts those energy stocks and it hurts the U.S. economy. So it's a double-edged sword.
Phil Flynn, live at the CME very early for us on this Monday. Phil, thanks for coming in. I know it's been a rough day for weather in the Chicago area. Right? It's good to see you.
It has been.